you have an old retirement account, a 401k, TSP, 403b, 457b, it doesn't really matter, even a Roth IRA, and you're just leaving it there, you're not really paying attention to it, you're missing out big time. Let me show you how. Let's say you're 40 years old, you rolled over 125 grand. The guarantees on this account are that you will never lose principal. So at the end of 25 years, you still have $125,000 in your account. That's the guaranteed. We're saying that if the market crashes every single year for the foreseeable future, you would still have that exact amount of money in there. Now these returns are based off of the last 10 years in the S&P 500. This is 100% participation, meaning you get exactly what the account does with a cap and a floor. So let's say the first year I put this $125,000 in, I hit the cap, 10.5%. So now I'm going to get about 12.5, and at the end of the year, I have this much money in my account. And the next year, the market went down, let's say -5%, I get a 0. So we keep the same balance as we had before. We almost hit the cap, 0, cap, 0, cap. So if you see, if we're only gaining, it's like a ladder. You're only gaining and you never lose. So you get that 10% spike, 0% floor, 10% spike, 10% spike, 0% floor. So our $125,000 over 25 years turns into about 664 grand. Now, normally you would take about 4% income off of this, which would give you roughly $25,000 of income. But in a traditional managed account, that $25,000 is all growth. So if you're averaging 5% growth, you take 4% and there's a 1% charge. Every dollar that you make is gone every year. So your principal would stay at 664 in a perfect world. It doesn't. In this account, we're taking our $25,000. We still have our caps and floors, and the principal is actually growing as we take income. And for all the naysayers out there, here's the actual dates we would have gotten credited interest. Start off at 125 grand. We would have got a 0, so no loss of principal. In 1995, we would have gotten a cap. That's 138, 125, so on and so forth. So this is actual historical values if you were in this account in 1993 in the S&P 500. And we even have these minuscule years like 2005, 2007. Now, of course, we know what happened here. It was about -40%. While everybody else was walking around with $150,000, you still had your 312 sitting in your account safe.